So a lot of our conversation has shown that like being an entrepreneur, it's a journey. It's step by step. It's being organized. It's a lot. So with that and all the things that you all have learned in your time from you started your business, how has your mindset as an entrepreneur developed since day one of your business until now?
I come from entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I could be honest with that. My family owns a business for the past 60 years. So when I first started in the workforce, it was always about working for my culture. And once I got the opportunity to work for myself, it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling. Truth be told, like, I mean, I'm not a militant or anything like that, but like, I just appreciate my culture and whatever I can do to put my skill back into my community. That's always what I wanted to do. So being an entrepreneur was just what it was made for me. I was born to be that.
Yeah, same thing. It was like I saw entrepreneurs in my family, and I knew the only way that you can leave a legacy or, like you say, push your people further is by creating something on your own and not just becoming another cog in the wheel. So I always had the idea that I was just going to do it. From the day that I started, I guess I've just become less green behind the ears and just understanding that things don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
So it's made me more patient. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've gotten in this journey so far is to chill out a little bit and, you know, just keep going, basically.
I just have to say, like, going from unsurety and timidness to kind of trying to become like more P. Diddy. I watch a lot of his interviews and a lot of his, there's nothing I can't do, you know, like starting, because I used to work in a law firm before I went to the music industry, and like it went to having to ask to go to the bathroom or having to call in sick and beg another person for me to stay home did not make sense to me, to now being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it for your own business. So just having that surety and not being as timid or like, can I do this, but just really quick to the point where you know, when I first started this journey, I wasn't sure. I'm like, I just kind of went on a limb. I'm like, dang, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay my car note, my bills, to now being like, what to do next? I can pay all my bills. Now what's next for me? So like, don't be afraid to do it. That's where I am now. So.
Yeah. For myself, it was in the beginning, I thought success was the glitter and glam, all of the aspects of what we see on TV or what we believe in growing up. And I realized now as an entrepreneur that 98% of success is failure. You know,
that's interesting.
Jumping out on the limb and not having fear, not creating that ideal aspect of maybe this might work, or trying to plan it out beforehand. Like, I realized, like, being black, we adjust to anything, so why be fearful? You know, in the beginning I was fearful. It was like, I'm not making any sales. Like, the second year was very slow for me because it was a transition stage. It was like repetitive. It was hats, t-shirts, and I said, you know, this is not what urban elegance is. You know, coming from an urban community, we wear things elegantly. You know, it was contradictory, but, you know, I took their definition of urban and made it elegant. So, like, my whole aspect is just knowing that fear is 98% of success.
Yeah, and when you jump off the porch, you know, you really gotta be confident in those decisions that you make and really trust your instincts.
Yeah, it took me a long time. Like,
you be holding on to the pole like
off the chain. And people don't realize, like, people would tell you, like, just jump. You just jump.
Right.
Like, especially when it's your finances, when it's your life, if you got children, you know what I'm saying? All of that in general, like, it ain't that easy to jump, but I swear once you do it, that's the most fulfilling situation ever for you.
Feel good.
So anybody I ever talk to, I say it, but I say it with the understanding of, jump when you don't have nothing else to hold on to. Right? Like, and at one point when I started my business, it was because I really did not want to work a 9 to 5 no more. And like you said, I had a bill to pay. I had to jump.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have that bill paid within the next month, it was over for with that particular situation. Jump. If you jump, you fall. Fix your leg, get up, and keep moving.
It's
And
literally,
then, like, we all, like, the whole 30, under 30, I forgot the saying.
Thriving under 30.
Thriving under 30.
Yeah,
And
remember
Forbes
that
got their whole list. But, like, we're all so young, right? So the older you get, the more responsibilities you have. So if there's any time to jump, is while we still young.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all situations, but I don't have no kids. I ain't got no husband. I don't have no mortgage right now. I got rent to pay.
You
So
living, girl.
if I'm not, if there's any time to jump,
True.
travel the world, just take risk. It's now.
Yeah.
All y'all doing it, like that's what's
And travel, man, like that's a hell of a point. Traveling on the marketing and advertising end has saved my life. Everything I do, travel, you see new ideas, you get more creative. But most of all, that's a piece of self-care as well.
So with that, we're running out of time. I have thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. I'd like to ask you all though, ending off, advice from others in your field or feedback from your consumers. Which have you found to be most helpful in your business?
Feedback from consumers.
We got one for feedback.
I would say both. I mean, you can't.
No, but no, seriously, elaborate. How you feel?
It's consumers.
Okay, we got two for consumers.
I would say advice from people in your field.
One for advice. All right, where we going with this?
I gotta go with advice.
Two for two.
Two for
Advice.
two.
I'll support why I think it comes to the consumers. I think that with the consumers, they're always changing. Somebody may give you advice from what worked when they did it, but your consumer, they know what's popping right now. So you gotta listen to them. You gotta, like, it's important what these people are saying because they're seasoned, they did it, but they can't tell you how to run your business. Only you can run your own business. So
For example, I can back mine up as well. I have a friend that lives in the UK. He studies fashion in the UK, and he always comes back to me to say, once you start getting back into the cutting and sewing and the elegant portion of urban elegance or UE, think about this or think about that. You know, like he has an insight on fashion, and he actually sends me different articles or send me different influences, and they always like a year or two ahead. Okay. You know, so like I realized like fashion in London and in Africa is ahead. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that aspect. So just taking it in from them, I actually learned a lot. You know, and that's a consumer somebody that purchases.
I agree. And I can say from everybody at this table, I honestly can take some advice from everybody at this table when it comes to fashion clients that I work with, when it comes to music clients I work with, when it comes to tech, investment, and wealth finances I work with. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's interesting about entrepreneurs is everybody does their own research and everybody knows their own lane. And collectively couldn't do a lot of this by yourself.
yeah.
And I just want to touch on it as far as coming from the other two for two. It's just like, I feel like my mentors in the music game had kind of helped me avoid a lot of situations that they had to go through. And it's kind of helped me grow a lot faster than a lot of individuals around me have. And yeah, the consumer portion plays a huge role, but I think it's industry based, you know, and I think in any industry, I think it's very important to have really good mentors in your life that can help kind of guide you, because when you learning it, doing it on your own, you can't, having that person to go to call, like it's just so,
It's critical.
yes, it's very
That's
vital.
one thing I can't say I don't have that person. So everything that I go through it myself. Or
Yeah.
I call my
Hang in there, brother.
Yeah, that's just a fact. Like, you know, I'm still looking for that now.
Yeah.
That's, you know, something that I got to take in.
And it's weird though, because sometimes like we all know we want somebody to, like a big bro or a big sis to take us under their wing, But you can't even sometimes find that person. Sometimes they just fall into your life too. But you like, whoa, like you did that, or while it wasn't exactly, you're still helping me avoid some of them pitfalls that you went through. And but it all comes with the process. And I think that's the other cool thing about being an entrepreneur is the fact that things happen and things don't work out, but it's like magical because you don't know what's going to happen. But you're working towards something and it might not pop in this aspect, but then it may come from left field and be like, whoa, I didn't even see that, but I'm ready for this next, journey. Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you all.
Thank
I
you.
hope you all enjoyed the conversation.
That was dope.
It was amazing.
Yeah. A lot of gems.
Okay.
Right in my journal, so I'll forget them. Thank you all.
Thank you for having
Thank you for having us.